Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy. I can't load clear save. I can't laid? What? I cannot load my game clear file. I have to go back to this, which sucks, but that means I'll eventually have to go back through the bestiary and gather these guys again. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it still kind of sucks. So, yeah. There we go. Ugh. Oh well. Well, on this next exciting adventure through Final Fantasy, we have a lot of quests to do. Questing. Because we have 5 bonus dungeons to get through. And all of them are way too long. This is the Earthgift Shrine, I believe it is called. I have a little notepad file that I have opened that tells me what monsters are exclusive to what shrine, so that I can get all of the bestiary entries. And we'll be spending most of our time in the very last of the dungeons. But yeah, this one is a bit time-consuming because you have to go through it 4 times. Because this dungeon is only 5 floors long, and then you have to fight a boss, and then you're immediately teleported out of that dungeon. So you have to get through all of the bestiary entries and get all of the boss-related items, you have to do this dungeon 4 times. The stink went away. They took the kick inside. It was lipping over with roots monsters. I'd stay you if I were you. Yeah, whatever. It's time. So, Earthgift Shrine. So all of these next 4 dungeons that we're going to go through are called the Souls of Chaos dungeons, which were introduced in the Game Boy Advance version, or remake of this game, called Dawn of Souls. All of the enemies that we are about to see are themed after enemies from future Final Fantasy games. Oof. Hey, a black goblin! We can knock that off our list immediately. Black goblins are not exclusive to this dungeon, but, you know, they first come up here, so I might as well grab them. A white curtain. All of the items that you get here are really good. I shouldn't say all of them, but a majority of them are really good. There's another one that I need, the Desert Seed. I can knock that one off the list. And that's good, because that's one where I couldn't figure out its exact location. A Gloom Widow. Oh, I actually need to... Does the Gloom Widow show up in my bestiary if it runs? No, I need to kill it. I need to be faster and kill it. So I actually have a slightly new setup that I'm doing for audio and video work, because I noticed that some of the videos that I've been making, specifically with A Hat in Time, were very laggy in some of the intensive parts. A skull deer. I'm pretty sure I needed that. I did. Not anymore, though. Off the list. Cool. There's the Gloom Widows. There we go. One of them is dead. Pop. There's only 4 more random encounters that I need. We shouldn't have that big of an issue with the random encounters, at least in this dungeon and probably the next post-game dungeon as well. We'll start getting into issues when we go into Lifespring Grotto and Whisper Wind Cove. That's when we'll start getting into bigger issues. The Final Fantasy games are really easy up until the post-game. The post-game is usually where a Final Fantasy game will bust your fucking balls if you're not ready. But this one is still rather easy. It's not until the actual boss fights until the game starts kicking it up a gear. Alright. I don't think we're going to find any more new enemies around here. Ow, he did 1 damage! Fucking weird. Alright. Nice. Blue Widow. These guys are just absolute pushovers. Oh, come on. Ow. Just because I can. Just a bunch of walkouts. Gold potion, but I can't actually have it because I'm maxed out at potion. Bop, bop. These guys really want to fuck me. There we go. Oh dear. I love video games. Alright. We got a wandering dickhead. I think this is the way I need to go. Alright, like, that has to be, this has to be progress, right? I'd be pissed if it wasn't. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, well, potion. I moved 1 step. Come on, man. It's a single goblin. The goblins just won't leave me alone. cannot hold anymore. We're gonna be trapped here for years. Let me out! Right. Cool, everyone's level 60. Fuck, dude! Let me go! Alright. Alright. Let me get... Leave me. Yes, there we go. Next floor. Ah, that's nice. Alright, so I got a desert. That's good because there's one enemy that is exclusive to the desert alone. We are looking for Worm. A worm that I believe is based on a Final Fantasy V monster. Alright. Oasis. Like, not even an oasis, actually. It's just a random ass tree. Okay, yeah. It's once you find the oasis, that's where the exit is. Need to find... Oh, shit, I didn't know the sand could actually like, block the path. I need to find the exclusive enemy here. These desert peas are getting in my way of that, though. I might be wandering here for a while. I don't remember what the encounter rate for this worm is. It's called the Abyss Worm. I believe it's purple. And I believe it knows moves that can just immediately insta-kill you. So they're very friendly. They're not that big of a deal. Because usually an insta-kill spell will not work on the entire party. So even if one person dies, I still have a white mage that can heal people, and if my white mage dies, I have Phoenix down to help me out. There are a lot of alternatives I can do. But first, I actually have to find the enemy in the first place. Not you! Help! I'm trapped in a desert full of insects. And arthropods. Not arthropods, arachnids. Arthropods are sea creatures. Don't mind me, I'm just a fucking idiot. Please! Once I find this worm fucker, I don't have to worry about trailing back and forth over and over again anymore. But until I find that worm fucker, guess what I'm stuck doing? Trailing back and forth over and over again. Alright. Well, that's okay. We're okay. I need to stop doing that. It's not even really helping me. I just need to pace back and forth until I find the enemy that I need. Please. Yay. You know, the more I look at these spiders, the more I'm just like, oh, real spiders actually look kind of cute compared. Goblins! I'm gonna go insane. I'm so afraid that this is going to become fucking Iron Golem 2.0 again. Don't be an Iron Golem. Don't be an Iron Golem, bitch. Come to me. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah. Please. I'm not even looking to fight you. I'm looking for one enemy type. It is the only enemy that is exclusive to this dungeon. Every other enemy can be found elsewhere. They're rarer to get because there's other enemies to compete with. But this is the one enemy that is exclusive to this dungeon. And it doesn't want to show up. There were only like 6 random encounters in this entire dungeon. And nothing's showing up. I'm getting upset. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Life slowly draining from me. Not even that slowly, it's already happened. Did you know, aside from this forum, there are 3 other enemies that I have to find? Yo, this is one of the enemies that I need to find. It's not the fucking abyss worm that's exclusive to this part, but it's one of the enemies I need to find. Also, the game hitched when that happened. Weird. Alright, well, I can knock it off the list. There are 3 enemies that I still need to find, including the exclusive enemy in this desert. Fuck. This is gonna. Oh yes, a single spider. Oh yes, multiple. Thank you. I already have them though. I don't need them anymore. I hate the lizard bastards. They look weird. Worm! Fuck! Please. Please. I am begging you to let me kill this fucking worm. This episode isn't even gonna be that long. This episode is literally just going to be like a bonus dungeon every episode. Okay. Give me the worm. Alright, I'm pausing. I can't do this anymore. I'm pausing. I'm gonna go on an assumption that it's not spawning because the desert isn't low enough in the dungeon. I'm gonna go off that assumption. I won't do this anymore. So we're gonna move on. I have to do this dungeon fucking 3 more times after this. Which means I'll have 3 more chances. Worst case, I'll just pace for an hour on my 4th and final chance. Ooh, a protect drink. Thank you for stopping me, actually. Ooh, a wild mac. That is something that I need, actually. Okay. One of them stayed. That's all I need. Wild Knack is what I need. Alright, so I need the fucking Abyss Worm. And then I need something that is around chests, because it's like a trap floor. It's a dark elemental. Sure. See if I can. Thank you for stopping me, Wolfpack. Now I can explore elsewhere. So, here's something to fucking talk about. In order to date this video, I guess you could say, the PlayStation 5 event happened. You know, you guys are gonna see this video in fucking... on the 18th, fucking a week after it actually happened. So, you know, very topical piece of conversation, I must say. But, it was really fucking good. I enjoyed almost everything that they had to show. The only shit that I didn't really care about was the obligatory sports game. GTA 5 was at the beginning for some reason. And then Gran Turismo looked pretty, but it's a racing game, and I'm not that big a fan of realistic racers. But other than those... Oh yeah, there was also, Goodbye Volcano High, which looked possibly interesting, but I'm weirded out by the fact that it's Anthro Dinosaur Teams. It's really weird looking, but also aesthetically pleasing at the same time, and I'm confused. I don't know whether I like it or not. Plus, they didn't really show what it was about. My only guess would be that it's a visual novel, because I can't think of any other way that they could possibly tell that story. But, you know, I could always be wrong. The new Ratchet & Clank game looks really good. Never played a Ratchet & Clank game in my life. So that just made fucking everybody hate me. But, the new one does look really good. And then... I don't even know why I'm pacing around this room, because none of the other enemies are on this floor. They're either by a chest, or they're on the desert floor. Not cold anymore. Red Fang. Oh, that's it. Alright, well, we're on basement floor 5. Alright. So yes, we have a choice between one of 5 bosses to fight. I'm gonna go left to right. So what's here? So you have managed to reach these depths. Reach these depths, I commend you. But your journey ends here, I'm afraid. Who are you? Cerberus! Gotta love the new music playing. So, all of the bosses at the Earthgift Shrine are based on Final Fantasy III bosses. This is also it's a similar trend with the other dungeons. The fire dungeon that I can't remember, Hellfire Chasm, I believe, will have Final Fantasy IV bosses. Lifespring Grotto will have Final Fantasy V bosses, and then Whisper Wind Cove will have Final Fantasy VI bosses. The only reason why this game doesn't have any Final Fantasy II bosses is because it was originally bundled together, but when it was ported to the PSP, they put them separately. But that's fine, because there's more content in both, I guess. So yeah, there won't be any Final Fantasy II themed bosses. I'm not sure about Final Fantasy II themed enemies, but no 2 themed bosses. Either way, this is the first true challenge. The first super boss, I guess you could say. And I don't even think it's that super. It is stronger than the usual bosses, but it's not as hard as Chaos. I'm trying to think. I feel like Cerberus doesn't have any spells. So I want to focus on just regular defense. And then hang on. I want to do Temper for you, and then Protectora, and then do... Where are you? 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 Haste. Cool. Oh shit, never mind. They have Thunderbolt. Ow! Okay, not that bad. Who knows? I might wipe the floor with this man. There is a possibility that I will just absolutely decimate this fucker. Gonna temper you. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh yeah, that's right. No, I'll only work one person at a time. In that case, I'll just raise everyone's evasion. See if that'll help out. And then, do haste. Cool. Fuck, what were they talking about? Oh yeah, Ratchet & Clank looks really cool. I really need to get to actually playing the Ratchet & Clank games, though. Spider-Man Miles Morales looks fucking incredible, even with the minimal stuff they showed. But I have faith in it because the Spider-Man game on the PS4 was phenomenal. I'm not sure if this game is a sequel to Spider-Man PS4, or if it's like a side story. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna do Killaga. And then... Ghostwire Tokyo looks really cool. It was not what I was expecting at all. From what the initial reveal at the Bethesda 2019 conference? Fucking years blend together nowadays. Cool, he's already dead. Easiest super boss I've ever fought in my life. I'm not even sure if he's considered a super boss. Oh, cool. And we got a new weapon, which is better. Nope. It is not. In fact, it is actually considerably weaker. I have no choice. Because once you fight a boss, the door behind you locks, so you can't even just leave and go backwards. You have to exit the dungeon and come back. Spider silk. Okay. Well, high potion then? Cool. No traps. Nope. Alright. So... yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo looks really cool. It wasn't what I was... Oh, here we go. Here we go? Never mind. Fuck. It was not what I was expecting, but it still looks really good. And I can't wait to actually get my hands on it. I'm not sure when I'm actually going to buy a PlayStation 5. I'm a really big Kingdom Hearts fan, so I was kind of waiting for the next Kingdom Hearts game to come out before I invest in a new console. Mainly because I want a Kingdom Hearts themed console if that ends up coming out. Dun, dun, dun. So I'll probably hold off until the next Kingdom Hearts game comes out, which I don't think will be that long. I think worst case scenario, the next Kingdom Hearts game will probably come out in 2022. So by then I should have a PS5. Which is, 2 years after the console launches. But hey, fine by me. I'll take that. I'm trying to look up the other games, because if I look at the titles, I'll remember what the hell they are. Oh, Returnal. Returnal is like this action eldritch horror game. It looked really cool. I think that's the game that the Dead Space writer is working on. I think, which means it's immediately in my sights, and I really want to play it as soon as it comes out. But that means that I probably won't actually do that because, you know, I won't be buying a PS5 until probably like 2022. Next Kingdom Hearts game. Okay, Basement Floor 3. Let's try this again. You see, my biggest problem with the event. Yes! Yes! I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Please die. He's dead. Yo, he's not dead? Holy shit. Yo, kill this man. I didn't think this man was that strong. Holy shit. Come on. Please. There we go. Woo. Woo. Alright. That is one of the entries that we needed. Hey, look at that. There's servers. Oh, he can drop a Mega Elixir. Ooh. And then Wild Knack. Alright, so there's one more. I should heal first. Because Saber's kind of looking iffy, not gonna lie. Let's see. There's Pragmata, which I don't know what it's about, but it looks interesting. And that's my biggest problem about the event. There was a lot of games that looked really, really interesting, but I don't necessarily know what they're about. I could sort of get a handle on what all the gameplay was, for the most part, but I am very story-oriented when it comes to enjoying my game. I like to have a game that has an engaging story, for the most part. There are a few games where the story could be shit, and I honestly wouldn't care. Doom, as long as the gameplay was good, I wouldn't care if the story was the most contrived bullshit imaginable. Because it's fucking Doom, and Doom gameplay is the main drive. That's the case for most first-person shooters. You just want a extremely fast-paced action game, and that's about it. But, I'm mainly story-oriented, which is why my favorite genre is RPGs, and, my second favorite genre is horror games. Because horror games, few and far between, of course. A good horror game is a lot more rare than a good RPG, most of the time. Fuck, this one. Okay, so this guy has shown me that he is actually a decent problem, and I need to take care of him. So when I see all these games, and I get a good feeling for the gameplay, but I'm not sure what the game is actually about, my reaction is always going to be, yeah, it looks good. And I don't really have any other words other than that for the most part. A lot of these games will probably be immediate purchases once I actually know what the stories are about. Probably. Once I actually know the drive of the game, I'll probably get them as soon as I possibly can. But until that happens, I'm sort of just... I feel good about the PlayStation presentation, but it didn't blow me away, because a lot of the games that they had to show were new IPs. Which is a really, really good thing, but it also means that I don't necessarily know what the driving force for these stories are. unless they actually tell me what the driving force is. Returnal piqued my interest because they sort of gave a decent ground plot for what the game is actually going to be about. Fuck, they're like winding this fucking desert. Returnal gave you a good idea of what the plot of that would most likely be. So I was a lot more engaged in that than most of the other games. But let me just see real quick. Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West was one of the games that I was just immediately engrossed in. Because... okay, hang on, actually. Let me... because... there it is. Raises max HP by 5. That's exactly what I want you. Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the games that I was just immediately interested in because I said Horizon Zero Dawn, didn't I? Horizon Forbidden West was one of the games that I was immediately interested in because I played Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS4, like, basically at launch. It was like a week after launch, I think. So basically at launch. And, it was, like, one of the best games that I played in 2017. Which is fucking incredible considering that I had played Nier Automata and Super Mario Odyssey that year as well. And it was still incredible. Very, very fucking good. I didn't play Breath of the Wild because I wasn't really that into Zelda at the time. Still wouldn't say I'm a super Zelda fan or anything like that, but I do enjoy a good Zelda game from time to time. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, that is going to be just the quintessential purchase of the PS5. If a Kingdom Hearts game doesn't come out in 2022, I'm probably going to buy one anyway because I don't think I can wait to play Horizon Zero Dawn any longer than that. I keep saying Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's Horizon Forbidden West. Deathloop, the new game made by Arcane, looks like they're finally making an action game, because Dishonored and Prey kind of incentivized using stealth. It had action elements, obviously, and you could use those abilities, but they incentivized you to actually use stealth in order to get the better endings. I never actually finished Prey. And I beat the first Dishonored, and I got a decent bit through Dishonored 2 at launch, but I never actually beat it either. This game looks really, really good. I have faith in Arcane because despite the fact that I've only really beaten one of their games, the main reason why I haven't beaten the other two is because of time constraints at the time that I played them. Because at that time I was getting swamped. No, I accidentally hit the button. I was getting swamped with college work, so I couldn't really put a lot of time into them. I look forward to eventually getting back to them though, and actually playing them again, because they're really good games from the amount that I played. And Deathloop looks exactly the same. And then, let's see, there was Resident Evil Village. Fucking... holy shit. I don't know what is even going on in that game, but it has me intrigued to no end. I don't know if Chris Redfield is actually Chris. I don't know if that's some fucking doppelganger that has a weirdly big-ass fucking body. A lot of people are mad that Ethan is the main character again, but... like, I don't care. Honestly, the last thing that I play a Resident Evil game for is the characters. You know, there's not really a lot of major character development in any of these games. It's just people being extremely badass in circumstances, and that's a lot of fun to watch. But I think Ethan just sort of being this nobody who got thrusted into a situation completely over his head is probably one of the more interesting scenarios, considering it just harkens back to Resident Evil 1, when the original Resident Evil veterans, Chris and Jill, were in the same situation. And now Ethan is kind of, I guess, part of the team now. He's like he works for anti-bioterrorists or something? I don't even know. He works for Neo Umbrella now. But yeah. Oof, gotta find that treasure chest. Oof. But yeah, have no fucking idea what Resident Evil 8 Village is going to be about. But I'm all for it because I love me some Resident Evil style gameplay. Whether it's the more action-focused ones or if it's the more puzzle and horror-focused ones. I love me some Resident Evil. The only game that I did not like playing was Resident Evil 6. And I think basically everyone has a similar experience to that. No. What is it? Ether. Okay. I wanted to see if it was... because I'm missing one enemy. And it's an enemy that, is in, like, a trap chest. I'm not sure if they meant, like, the chest was, like, actually trapped, like, after you got the item, it ambushes you, or if it's, like, the trap tile next to the chest, like the other dungeons have. I'm not sure, but, you know, I need it to fill up the bestiary. What's another game? Oh, Demon Souls! The Demon Souls remake! Fucking... I suck at Souls games. I've always wanted to get good at Souls games, and I've never really been able to get good at Souls games. I'm going to try again with Demon Souls. I'm going to fucking give it my all with Demon Souls. I'm gonna try it again, see if I can actually get good at Souls games, and if I can, then I'll actually move on to like the rest of the games in the series. But I feel like entering this remake of basically the very first FromSoft Souls game is a good starting point. Ooh, this one? Oh, here? Damn it! Fucking, Demon Souls looks fucking beautiful. I said that I wasn't good at, Demon Souls or Souls games in general, and that is correct. But I did actually beat Demon Souls. I fucking cheesed a lot of it, but I did in fact beat Demon Souls. I did not feel good about my victory at all. Which is why I kind of want a redemption arc, and I feel like this new remake will help me get that, especially since there's probably a lot of new content in this remake. So, I can't wait to play it. Not sure when I'm gonna play it, but I can't wait to play it. Fucking Godfall, the high fantasy Borderlands game, basically. It's a hack and slash looter instead of a looter shooter. I forgot how they described it. They described it at the fucking Game Awards last year, and it was just funny because it's just like, oh, so you made a sword version of Borderlands. And which is fine, because I actually enjoyed Borderlands a decent bit. and I feel like the more high fantasy melee combat will probably be more my style. So I am interested in Godfall. It looks like it's probably going to be a launch title, which is interesting. Jet, the Far Shore? I have no idea what this game is fucking about. It looks like it might be some sort of like Colony? What? Colony style, like, management simulator? And if that's the case, that sounds really cool, but at the same time, I don't know what it's actually about. I'm confused by what this game is about. It's just another one of those games where it's just like, hey, this is cool, but what is it? You've hooked me on the concept of Jet, the Far Shore. Now show me what the game actually is. I feel like that'll eventually happen. I feel like I heard somewhere that there was going to be like another PlayStation 5 themed event closer to the actual PS5's launch in either like August or September of this year. Like around Tokyo Game Show, basically. Or I guess the online version of Tokyo Game Show now. But yeah, I think I heard something about that. I'm also hearing a lot of shit about, like, PS5 price leaked, but literally the only fucking thing that I've heard is, this one website was guessing the price, and now people are taking it to heart. So, like, treat it with a grain of salt. If the generational jump is as big as Sony is truly saying it is, like, literally, like, no load times, the games are fucking huge, truly you cannot get an experience like this on any other console, I would be okay with a $600 price point. I would be okay with that. Like the $599 that they tried to do with the PS3, and that didn't work out. But, I would be okay with that. It'd be a bad fucking business move, because I know a shit ton of people are not going to be okay with that. But Sony is the one console that I still get, because a lot of the exclusives are ones that I still love. So no matter what price it is, I'll probably still end up getting it. Ooh. But if the system is truly as groundbreaking as they're making it out to be, then I feel like the price point is fair. It's still stupid from a marketing standpoint, but I think it's fair at the same time. Howdy. I don't like the controller. I don't like the controller at all, and there's one reason why I don't like the controller, and it's the fact that the PlayStation buttons are not colored. That's literally the only reason why I hate that controller, but it's a big reason, because the controller looks fucking naked without the button colored in. It looks weird. But now that I think about it, because the buttons are almost like that translucent, like, crystal color, I wonder if, kind of like how the PS4 has the light bar at the top, I'm wondering if the buttons will glow their specific color. Like the X button will glow blue and stuff like that. I think that would be interesting. If that ends up being the case, then controller looks fucking beautiful, best controller that they've probably ever put out, if that's the case, at least most likely. But yeah, just the lack of the color peeves me. Okay. You've done well to come this far, but you will go no further. Who are you? Echidna. Alright. haste you, actually. Do haste. Tectra. No. Temper. I don't remember if this music is for all of the super bosses or if it's only for the Final Fantasy III super bosses. Or it could be only for the Souls of Chaos super bosses. And what do I want? What do I want? I want haste on you. Okay, cool. Flare. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Haha! Dead? Nope. She's probably dead now, though. Nope. Alright, we're gonna see Holy. Nope. Alright. Okay, there we go. And then, yeah. Oh, she didn't drop nothing. Oh, no, wait, yes, she did. She dropped the X potion. For some reason, I was thinking all of the enemies were going to drop some kind of, like, armor or weapon. Like, some kind of equipment. But I was wrong. But the boss drops are all guaranteed, so that's good. So I got a free X potion out of it. Let's go ahead and... Wait. Let me just set up this entire fucking cottage. What other PS4 games are there? Alright, I'm reaching the hour mark, that's fine. I'm still missing one enemy, but this enemy can appear in other dungeons, so I'm not that worried, but at the same time I'd really like to get it here. Hey, let's see. There was Kena, Bridge of Spirits, which is another game that looked interesting, but I have no idea what it's about. Looks like an action platformer of some kind, which is interesting. That's about all I can say. It was visually appealing, like basically all of the games that this console reveal was. But that's about all I can really say. Oddworld Soulstorm, I have never played an Oddworld game, so I have no real opinion about it. Once again, it looked really pretty, and it looked interesting. Have no idea what it's about. But it is a previously established IP, so I could play one of the older games that are cheaper and see if I'm actually into it or not. I think it was actually remade relatively recently, like the Oddworld New and Tasty, if I remember correctly. I think that's like the first game, basically, like a remake of the first game. Yeah, fine. Fucking where is? I can't find it. Alright, go down. Damn it. Sackboy: A Big Adventure. A spin-off of Little Big Planet, where it's a 3D platformer now. That's really good and actually really cool. I like that idea. I'm wondering if they're also going to try to bring in Little Big Planet's level creator in some way, even if it's like primitive. I would like to see them at least attempt to bring that in. Bring in very decent level creator tools to create 3D platforming levels. Down. Destruction All-Stars was a game that I was very afraid was just going to be another quirky hero shooter at the beginning, and I was very, very scared. But it turns out it's like this weird car tournament, like team deathmatch tournament with cars. Still not my thing. It's one of the few games that I can say I was basically not interested in at all. It was fun to watch the trailer, but I can safely say that I will never buy this game. The only thing that I could think of while watching that was, wouldn't it be funny if at the end of this it was like Twisted Metal or some shit like that? I thought that would have been like a funny little thing where it was just like Twisted Metal, new and rated or something like that, where it was like a PG-13 version of Twisted Metal. Let's see. Stray. I love the aesthetic of Stray a lot, and I like the idea of playing as a cat in sort of like this dystopian, I want to say, like robot world, where it's basically it's a human world except run by robots. Oh, I found a treasure chest. Cool. Hey, look at that. I don't like this floor because it's just monotonous to get through. But I like the idea of just playing as a cat and wandering through this world. I wonder if it is literally just going to be you wandering through this world and just sort of surveying your surroundings as this cat, or if it's going to be something more. I'm not sure what kind of story you can make about this fucking cat, but I'm interested in whatever they come up with. I feel like that would be one of the games where it would just be cool just to play as a cat and roam. I feel like I would be completely fine with that premise, despite how simple it is. But, that is 2021, I believe, so there's some more time for it to cook in the oven, as well as more opportunities for it to show off what it's actually about. Project Athia, fucking Luminous Studios, holy shit, I did not think Luminous Studios was actually going to make a fucking game! I thought the whole Luminous Studio was making a game was just a fucking lie. I did not believe that Luminous Studios was actually going to make another game after Final Fantasy 15. But I'm not sure if I would say I'm happy they are. The game looks really good, but at the same time, they made Final Fantasy 15. Then again, Final Fantasy 15 was just kind of fucked. It was with Nomura for like most of its life, and he couldn't figure out an idea, and Nomura couldn't figure out like an idea for what he wanted the game to be. And then when when Nomura finally started to slowly drill in what he wanted the game to be, it got ripped away from him basically and given to Tabata, who then was just like, I don't know what he was trying to do here. I'm just going to throw out what I think doesn't work, which was almost everything. I wonder how Tabata's doing. I feel like Tabata isn't doing well. I feel like the last time I heard about Tabata was that his game just fucking plummeted into obscurity. I might be conflating Tabata and Hinafune, though. I might be conflating those two. Because those two occupy the same space in my mind. Oh, my neck. What the hell? I thought I attacked him. Every single time I think I, like, talk to one of the enemies to attack him, I'm actually just in a random-ass battle. But Project Athia, I will say, does look good. It's a new IP, apparently, even though it looks very Final Fantasy-ish. It looks like a darker Final Fantasy, kind of, is the best way I can describe it. Oh, this is probably another fucking leader. Leave. Okay. But yeah, that's about all I can really say about it. It's being created specifically for the PlayStation 5, which is very interesting. It was the only game that said made specifically for the power of the PS5 or like some shit like that. And it was just fucking incredible to see. It's also coming out for PC as well, but apparently the superior version is going to be on the PlayStation 5. Because apparently the SSD plays a huge role in that game's performance, from the looks of it at least. So it'll be very, very interesting. I'm trying to think of any other games that were at the show. There was Bug Snacks, which was literally a game about you are what you eat. It's fucking bugs and animals made of food, and if you eat them, that food becomes a part of you. It's this weird, literal description of you are what you eat in the form of body horror, and I'm probably never going to play it. Interesting concept. I hope other people enjoy it. Also, weird fucking ending bit where like when like night fell and a bunch of food came together and made this weird like conglomerate monster. Fucking what? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about that. But yeah, that's the thing. Astra's Playroom. Cool. Apparently, it's like a built-in game. From what I saw from Twitter, apparently it's built into the PS4, kind of like the original PS4 controller had, where it had the Playroom, and now this is Astro's Playroom. I'm not sure if the PS4's Playroom is called Astro's Playroom 2, or if it's just called Playroom. But same concept, except it looks like it has like an actual game attached to it. But the main focus of that is to just show off the all the things that the controller can do, basically. The one thing that immediately caught my interest, or I should say, really the only thing that caught my interest about it, because if it's literally just a controller showcase, then it can't be that sort of in-depth of an actual game, so I'm probably not going to care that much. It's probably going to be something that I touch once and then never again. It's gonna be like, hey, this is neat. But during that, one of the Astrobots had a PS1 controller, and in one of the backgrounds, it was the PS2 load screen, like the load menu. And I'm just like, please, fucking backwards compatibility. I'm begging you. I'm fucking begging you. It would be fucking fantastic if I could just take all of the games that I already own, put them in the PS5, and play them. And be able to record them as well. That's one of my main things. I keep all my consoles, so I can play all my PS2 games whenever I want because I still have my PS2 with me. But when I'm just like, ooh, I should record this game, so I start this YouTube thing, and it's just like, oh fuck, I can't. It's on the PS2, and I haven't gotten an emulator working on my PC yet. I've gotten one for the PS1 working, but not the PS2 yet. And then PS3, I'm not even sure if my gaming laptop can handle the PS3 emulator. So I'm really fucking hoping for backwards compatibility. I need backwards compatibility. Come on, Sony, I need this. I fucking need this, Sony. At the very least, backwards compatibility with the PS3 games. I can handle not having PS1 or PS2 games, because at this point, emulators have been around for those two consoles for what feels like fucking centuries, or might as well be centuries for internet years. But like PS3 would be so fucking nice. That'd be so fucking nice. Being able to play all of the Infamous games on a PS5. Red Fang. Being able to get rid of a lot of the load times from PS3 and PS4 games is fantastic. PS4 is already confirmed backward compatible, so that's good. But the PS3, man, if they just do it for the PS3, I'd be completely okay with that. If it's just PS3 backward compatibility, I'd be 100% okay with that. Even though it sucks, because that's probably the one console that they can't do it with, because the PS3's fucking architecture is so fucky. They could probably pull off PS2 and PS1 emulators for the PS5 before they could pull off PS3, which fucking sucks. But oh well. We're back at the boss floor, which is good because I've actually run out of topics to talk about. Yeah. Alrighty. In me are all things great and small extinguished. Die now, warriors of light. Who the fuck are you? Two-headed dragon! Sure. Okay, so we're gonna temper. We're gonna do attacks. Actually, we're gonna do Viscera, and then we're gonna do the haste. Okay. Let's actually get this done. Protectora, and then we're gonna do haste. You get my two melee guys completely prepared to just start smacking the shit out of this fucking dragon. It looks like this dragon is only doing physical attacks, possibly? Yeah. But that means he possibly has a ton of health, which is fine if all he's going to do is physical attack. I don't know, Halo. Holy, and then Flare. In fact, considering how much damage Zest is doing, this battle might be over before you even fucking know it. But yeah, I think that's all from the PS5 showcase, at least all that I can really talk about. I wasn't paying that close attention to Solar Ash, so I don't have a lot to say about that. Also, he's fucking dead. um, so yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Fucking, what did he say he gave me? Go to my bestiary to find out. A bard's tunic. Interesting. Okay, a lot of evasion. Where the back up, bitch? That's bad. That's super bad. The bard's tunic is just useless. Okay, fine. Yeah, I said no. Like, what's the point of putting it at no? There's literally nowhere I can go from that room. Alright. Oh, wait. Alright. Let's go. Last trip into the Earthgift Shrine. We got this shit just immediately. Alright, so we've gotten every random encounter except for the Dark Elemental. But the Dark Elemental can appear in all the other dungeons as well, so I'm not that worried about it. I'll probably wander into it eventually. But I can't seem to find it anywhere in this dungeon, so oh well. But we got the one exclusive monster in this dungeon, so that's good. The Abyss Worm turned out to be a bit more of a bitch than I thought he was going to be. And then, what's my time? This video will probably be about an hour and 40 minutes by the time everything's said and done. That's fine. Alright. If I can get out of this floor, the rest of this game is easy. It's just that this floor is very annoying to get through. Fuck, I thought I had talked to him. But no. No. I'm thinking this way. Oh shit, just looking at fucking Twitter while doing these fucking mindless battles. Last of Us Part 2 reviews are in. Apparently it's really good. I'm still scared though. Maybe all of the detractors were just straying away from all the good parts. I didn't really look at any spoilers. The only spoiler that I ended up seeing for The Last of Us Part 2 was one that I thought was pretty sure was going to happen anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me to find out. Obviously, I won't say it because some people want to go in completely blind. Even if they have a good hunch of how the story is going to go, some people still want to go completely blind. So interesting. So I won't mention it. But everything that I've heard about that game and everything that the developers themselves have shown from that game has just been red flags for me. And I'm just very scared. Because I actually really like Naughty Dog games. I actually prefer Naughty Dog's PS2 efforts with the Jack series more than I do their PS3 and PS4 effort. But I still like the games that they made for the PS3 and PS4. I still like the Uncharted games, and I like The Last of Us. But The Last of Us 2 just fucking, I don't know, man. It just sounds like an absolute mess. But apparently it's been getting good reviews. But then again, most reviewers will rate something highly as long as they can get through it to the end. So, not that esteemed of a rating. My biggest fear with The Last of Us Part 2 is that the game is just going to be fucking torture porn the video game, basically. Where throughout the entire game, it's just like, oh, don't you love this character that you're playing as? We're going to fucking shove spikes into every single part of her body that doesn't hit a vital organ. Oh, you see these characters that you love? We're just going to fucking kill them in the most gruesome possible ways and make you watch. And it's just like, I fear that that is basically what the entire game is going to be. And I'm very scared. I think I go this way. This way. Fuck. Eventually, I'm gonna get off this floor. Once I get off this floor, we will make progress again. Until then, we're stuck fighting goblins. Snakes, not snakes, spiders and scorpions. Okay, I feel like I'm close. You bastards gotta stop. Help! No! My push is cool. I'm doing so much damage to these guys, it's not even fucking funny. I think I might have been mistaken about the level that you need to enter these dungeons. I know that the later dungeons are definitely really, really high up there, but this dungeon and possibly the Hellfire Chasm might actually be possible to do for people or players who just did the main quest, or even just in the middle of the main quest, I should say. Lifespring Grotto and Whisperwind Cove, though, are definitely end game or post game dungeons. Because that shit's where it gets ridiculous. The bosses that you have to fight in those dungeons are close to absurd. Close. Not fully close. There we go. Fucking finally. Holy shit. Okay. Preemptive strike. Careful. There we go. Pet drink. This is nothing. Yeah, thought so. Still check. Okay. So, okay, arrow points this way. Fuck. Ugh. Silver apple. I was gonna do something. That's right. You know, heal myself. Yo, there's an actual chest right there. There are none who can stop me in all of creation. You too shall fall before me. Who are you? Ariman? Is that it? Oh. So that... I'm gonna say Israel, and then we're gonna do paste. Why you healing, you little bitch? Come on. Temper, and Spectra, and Haze. There we go. We should be good. We should be good just to light into this fucker. Oh, there we go. Dry ether. Cool. I got a mega elixir. Cool. Oh, let me out. I have done it. Did the entire Earthgift Shrine, and I've only missed one monster, but that monster is in the other dungeon, so it's fine. And there we are. Ariman. He had actually the most HP. Cerberus had the least. Echidna had no evasion. That's interesting. And yeah, the stats are worse. Even the HP is higher. The stats are worse than some of the regular ass battles. In fact, it's even worse than Warmac. Magic defense is decent. Not as good as Tiamat, though. Cerberus was pretty balanced all around. Ariman had decent magic strength. Or magic defense, I should say. And then Two-Headed Dragon was pretty balanced except for intelligence. Yeah. And they don't give any healer experience, they just drop a treasure. Fucking Abyss Worm, honestly, was harder than these guys. The only thing that they have is that they're weak to nothing and resist everything, basically. Versus some of the story bosses. I also really, really like the music. about it for that. Let me just pop back here so that I can heal. Alright. So now, the next place to go is the Hellfire Shrine, which we will do next time. But let me get there first. It's gonna be this island. I feel like it's this one. Yep. Alrighty, cool. Also, I just realized something. We need to celebrate the fact that we beat the game. Completely forgot about this. No, configuration. Window color. Here we go. There's one preset left. Prismatic. Looks a bit much, but I'm gonna do it. There we are. Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far. Stick around, because there's a lot more to come.